Hi, how's it going? I'm Natalie. I'm mostly in the moment, and we're looking at the twin flame energies the week of November 10th through the 16th. Thank you for liking, subscribing, and commenting. It means so much to me. It helps me out, helps this channel out, helps everyone moving, grooving, and moving towards this beautiful new 2020. Trying to get this world to a better place, trying to get each other to a better place, helping one person at a time. Hope you find something that makes you smile today. And some lucky winner is going to definitely smile when they win this free reading from me from last week. Here we go with that.
And the winner is Jennifer Bell.
So if the winner from the free reading could please email me and we can get started as soon as possible. And with that, let's get started. What is going on with the twin flames this week? Right in the beginning of January into mid-January. For some of you, it's going to be later January. For some of you, this already happened last week. It's happening now. What is happening? Indecision, standstill. What is going on with the twin flames? Excitement, figuring out what move to make next. Feeling like you're at this place where you're about to take the next step in your journey. In terms of twin flame journey, I feel like there's excitement brewing underneath the surface because I feel like the twin flames kind of feel that the next move you make will be either a step in the direction to your physical union right now, a step in the direction to solidify your physical union even stronger, or a step into another lesson between you and your twin flame that is going to be with a karmic soulmate, a soulmate that you may love and fall in love with, and continue on your journey with them instead, or you meet the twin flame and you separate. But there's some sort of knowing that the next step that you take is going to lead to some physical union. Even if you don't know what step you're taking that is leading in that path, it's going there. And that's why there's some sort of excitement there, because even though a lot of twin flames are feeling like they don't know what lays ahead, they know that whatever steps you're taking now, whatever you're doing right now, whether it's in career, finances, your homes, your family and friends, connections, relationships with loved ones, whatever you're doing now is somehow going to play into the bigger story of you and your twin flame, the bigger story of your spiritual journey. So whatever you're doing right now, you're taking a step towards physical union, even if you can't see it. Ooh. Ain't that the truth? 10 of Wands. So I feel like you laid down the responsibilities of your past life in order to pick up some new responsibilities. So this is important, this is critical, and this is how you know if you are prepared enough to come into union, physical union with the twin flame and stay in union, or if you're going to come into physical union with your twin flame and then have to separate for some sort of karmic lesson before you come into better physical union. This is how you know. Is if you can let go of the responsibilities that is no longer for your highest best good. You've already done it. You've already been doing it in the past year or so, and really digging in deep in the past couple of seasons, and have been introducing new tasks, daily tasks, long-term, short-term goals, and new responsibilities to keep yourself happy, to keep yourself healthy, mentally, physically, and emotionally, to keep yourself growing, becoming a better person, being the person that you always knew you could be, and also keeping on track of improving yourself, making sure you take breaks, and making sure you're doing things because you're happy, not because you have to. And have willingly want to make these changes, even if they're sometimes difficult, uncomfortable, and may be something that you have to play the long game for. The twin flame journey is the long game. I haven't known of a longer game than a twin flame love journey. So if you have been doing these things, doing things that you know you want to do, quitting addictions, letting go of people that are fun but not for your highest best good, or know that are not for your highest best good, but you've been kind of attaching yourself to them or holding on to them, or letting go of things that are unhealthy for you. If you have been doing these things, if you have been letting these things go and incorporating new things and made the uncomfortable changes, played the long game, took baby steps and, waited for a week to go by, a month to go by, a year to go by, including and incorporating these changes, you are ready for physical union with your twin flame. And that's where the excitement comes from. And that's why I believe it's getting a little bit harder to see how the steps you're taking is leading to your twin flame, but all the signs are saying, yes, you are. And you're not supposed to know. As closer you get to your twin flame union, the less you know how it's going to happen. Okay, how your masculine feels about the divine feminine. The high priestess, the divine masculines know. Divine masculines know that union is coming and that the divine feminine feels the same way about them. How do they know? I don't know, but they do know. Divine masculines do know the divine feminines feel the same way about them and that they are meant to come into union with the divine feminine. How, why, when? I don't know. They just know. Divine masculines just know. Soul mission. Okay, so the reason that the divine masculine knows is because there's some sort of soul mission that the divine masculines are really excited about, and this is something they know. They know the divine feminine will be on board with them for. This is because either they have talked to you about this soul mission in the past, or you've been kind of you've brainstormed about this with them in the past, or you just have the personality or the skill sets. Maybe your last job was kind of like this. Maybe what you did with your kids or your last partner, or with your past job or whatever. It just, whatever skill sets you had, whatever knowledge you had, some books that you've read and you mentioned, or some interests based on your movie preferences or your hobbies, something that you mentioned in the past or have alluded to, makes the divine masculines confident that they can bring this to you, divine feminines. They can bring this idea to move forward on this project with you. This could be creating a family. This could be creating a home together, like through marriage, or just being each other's roomies, partner without the title. This could be actually having them refer you to their company because you are perfect for that job, working with you, It could be starting a new business together. It could be starting a relationship. And it could be the excitement of not knowing which one of these things that's going to happen, just knowing that if they come to union with you, this can be all figured out. Because they feel like, and they know that they're meant to start something with you. And I feel like it's because a lot of divine feminines have been making efforts to do what's right for them. Form a life that is led with their heart. I feel a lot of divine feminines are living life the way it should be, which is following your heart, doing what you know is right, improving yourself, but having fun along the way, right? Okay, divine feminines, how they feel about the divine masculines. Okay. All right. So I feel like divine feminines kind of feel like they're going somewhere. I feel like the divine feminines have let this guard down about physically traveling. So I feel like if you divine feminines have been preventing yourself from making a choice on taking a job because it's geologically far away from the masculine, or moving homes because you know that it's further away from the masculine, or you know that the masculines don't want to live there or work there, or if you want to, you know, move in some family or move in with your family, or if you need to live somewhere for just a moment because of a work situation, schooling situation, because of your children or your parents, or because you want to pursue some sort of hobby. I feel like the divine feminines are letting their guard down because they know the divine masculines will find them wherever they are when the time is right. When there's divine timing, it doesn't matter where you are, divine feminine, in the world, your divine masculines will find you. The universe will make it happen and coordinate that for you. You don't have to worry about that. You can take that job. You can move to that location. It doesn't matter. When it's time, and the divine masculines will be led to you. This could be going on a trip for a long time or even a short time. Oh, the divine masculines are only going to be here for that weekend, but I, planned that trip already. Whatever it is. Yeah, King of Pentacles. Even if you think that your divine masculines won't be able to afford it, for example, you buy a home that's a little bit more expensive, and you make more than your divine masculines. Don't worry about it. It'll work out. Even if you think you're reaching over your limits, and that's not something that's going to be appealing to the masculine, or maybe it's the opposite. Maybe where you want to go or what you want to do, you think will be not good enough for your masculine. It doesn't matter. I'm going to pull one more clarifier just to get some clarity on this from Spirit. Yeah, Page of Wands. Go for it, divine feminine. I'm just telling you what the energies are. You do what you want. I'm just getting the feeling that some divine feminines have already let their guard down, know that they're meant to go off for some adventure, and don't let anything hold you back. Divine masculines' thoughts towards the divine feminines, the Death card. And it fell very similarly the way the Three of Pentacles did on the Union space sideways. Divine masculines want some sort of transformation in their life in regards to starting something new. I feel like divine masculines are at this point where they're just thinking about, I don't want to do some of the things I did in my past again. I don't want the same kind of relationship. I don't want to date the same way. I don't want to have to deal with my lover's family in the same way I did last time. I don't want to have to deal with the expectations I have of what they should look like, or what their background should be, or their status, or they need this kind of personality, or I don't want to have kids, or I do want to have kids, or I believe in marriage, or marriage is just a paper, or I don't want to be restricted in my diet, or it'd be nice if they were vegan or vegetarian or meat eater also, or it's like it's kind of at this point now where the divine masculine's like, I need to try something new. And the only thing that I remember that excited me was the divine feminine's energy towards life. So I feel like the divine masculines are kind of being more pulled to the divine feminine at this point, because something about the divine feminine excited the divine masculine to the point where they wanted to make a huge change, literally change their whole life. And they're revisiting that idea. They have been in the past, 6 months, a year or two. And now they're just like, I have to pull the trigger. I have to go for it. If I'm still thinking about the divine feminine, if I'm still thinking about this idea, I'm not going to be able to live the rest of my life out if I don't pull the trigger and do it. Okay, so I feel like the divine masculines, the 8 of Cups, all the divine masculines cards keep hitting the union space. So the divine masculines are thinking about union a lot with the divine feminine. And it's because they're so ready. 8 of Cups in reverse. They have already moved far beyond whatever was keeping them held up in the past. What if it was a karmic, so over and done with. I actually got a message in the last couple of weeks at some point that the masculine has, even if your masculine has gone over their karmic or broke up with them, or it's been a while or recent, they have now emotionally got over it too. So you know how if after a breakup you take some time to just kind of fully go through like what went right, what went wrong, and kind of heal yourself from the pain, whether they broke up with you or you broke up with them. There's still some healing that needs to be done after a breakup. So whether it was a while ago or more recent, I got the message for a lot of you that had your masculines with a karmic. They are not just have walked away from them, but they have also healed from that situation also. Who they were, why they were going after someone like the karmic, the lessons they learned, all that. Okay, so what? Okay, the divine feminines. Oh, the Knight of Cups, how cute. Okay, so the Knight of Cups with the Lovers card in reverse. So I feel like the divine feminines, interesting. I feel like the divine feminines have made a choice in love and are offering divine masculines some love again. I feel like even with you letting your guard down, divine feminines, in terms of what will happen, will happen. What will be. I feel like the divine feminines, divine masculines card are either giving some love back to the masculines again. So this could be in your thoughts, as in thinking positively about your divine masculines. Oh, they were really cute when they did this, or they have really great ideas when they talked about that, or I could tell they're going to be a really good this person or that person just by these traits, or they're a really good friend to have. There's some respect there, and you can imagine living together or working together or having a family together or enjoying time together, or more than one of these things. Again, like you could even throughout the day envision yourself, for example, if you're having dinner with them. If you're making a dish, like, oh, I can see myself preparing my dish with us having dinner. Or if you go to a matinee, oh, I can see us watching this movie together. Or, okay, so this is what I'm getting. Please don't get triggered. But I feel like a lot of divine feminines have been kind of in the past or recently, or it has gotten less frequent, but at some point has been kind of not thinking about the masculine at all, pushing them aside because you don't want to get hurt about the fact that they may not come into your life or this might not be possible. But just thinking about these things again and imagining them already in your life is such a huge step for you, divine feminines. Because allowing that energy and that energy of like, they're already in my life, they're already in union with me, which they are, energetically, they're already in union with you. Seeing yourself being able to, enjoy, dinners and events together. It really helps you unblock whatever is blocking you from receiving them physically into your energies, physically in the 3D world. And for some of you, this is you feeling that the masculines have chosen you. And for all the twin flames all the twin flames are interested in a romantic physical union, you have noticed that your divine masculines have chosen you. And that's a really big deal. You can feel it. You can feel it even before you see it in the physical. Divine masculines, action space towards the feminine. The Ace of Pentacles in hand. And when it comes out in hand, that means that they're keeping it to themselves. They are not letting anyone on that this is their plan, that this is what they're doing. The Ace of Pentacles. Oh, wow. So I could feel that, because the divine masculines, if you're in a romantic twin flame journey, the divine masculines have chosen divine feminines. And they are ready to offer something substantial or something that is evidence of this in the physical. Wow. Wheel of Fortune. Hidden. It was face down. It's not the big thing yet, but it's the thing before the big thing. And it's not the Ace of Cups, so I'm getting that it's more to do with something to get going in the physical. It could be, connecting on the physical plane more, which is like, going on dates, meeting up, phone calls, messages, just communication, seeing each other in the physical. It could be to start some project, make goals together. They might ask for your help or ask you if you need any help in your home, or if you're moving, you want to check out some places, I can help you do that. I know someone, blah, blah, blah. My friend has a job that is just perfect for you. I think you would be really excited for it. Or it could be any number of things. There's a lot of twin flames, and all your twin flame journeys are so unique and special that it is something you couldn't guess, maybe could see happening, but it's the thing before the big thing. All right, divine feminines, action space towards the masculines. The Fool card. So definitely a fresh new start. The divine feminines feel it, and the divine feminines feel it not in just their romantic love life or their twin flame journey. They feel it in their entire life, their overall spiritual journey, that everything has a fresh new car smell. Everything is new. Anywhere you go is new. Anything you do is new. This life that you're living is new, because you are a new version of yourself that you're using this new version of yourself to go out there and do these new things. So it's Two of Cups in hand. Although for a lot of you this is something that you don't see yet, you can feel it. And this is something I feel a lot of divine feminines are not allowing themselves to tell their best friends or, whoever your confidant is in these romantic matters. But I feel like the divine feminines are kind of keeping this to themselves, because this is so special. It's hard for a lot of people to understand. And if you feel it intuitively, if the universe is giving you huge, bold signs, and this happens, the divine masculines, make a move, and you know it's special, I feel like this is something you want to keep to yourself for just a moment, because you have to celebrate. You have to appreciate it, be grateful for it. And that's what we're doing here this week. Really just appreciating the journey for what it is, where we're at, and celebrating these little wins that aren't really little wins. If you're on a twin flame journey, you know these aren't little wins. These are really big wins. Pulling one last card just for the overall energy of this week. What is the outcome of this week for the twin flames? 8 of Cups in reverse and the King of Cups in reverse. So I feel like the Divine Masculines may feel like they have released a lot of their energies in going into the healing that had to happen in order for them to move forward on this twin flame journey. But they are replenishing themselves, and it feels like the Divine Masculines will replenish themselves enough that they can give some to the twin flame journey. And the Divine Feminines are also, the Queen of Wands, are making very brave and courageous moves forward on this adventure. Even if you don't know where it leads, all you know is that it's the right thing for you to do. Divine Masculines, the power of love. Divine Feminines, the power of courage, bringing it home this week. This is a very exciting week, month, and year for twin flames. I'm totally excited. I hope you are too. I'm Natalie, reminding you to stay mostly in the moment, and I wish you so much love, light, and peace.